Hey, beautiful people, welcome to my channel. My name is Sonya. Here on my channel, we have healthy discussions about life, love, dating, and relationships while promoting self love and healing. Today, I am doing a special request from Miss C. Miss C wanted to hear more about my solo travel. So that's what this video is about. This live broadcast is about. I also included I'm going to include some footage from the solo trip I took to Mexico. That trip was my first out of state trip. I normally travel locally or within the US, but for my 45th birthday, I decided that I wanted to travel. I wanted to go to the Caribbean or somewhere where there was some beach sand and beautiful water. And so I booked the trip to Mexico. So I'll share a little bit about that trip. But first, I want to start with how I came to solo travel, why I decided to solo travel. For one, I strongly, strongly believe in dating yourself. I believe you should treat yourself how you want to be treated. So it's important that you date yourself. I've always been one that needs a little time to myself to kind of recharge and rebuild. And I date myself. I go to the movies by myself. I go out to dinner by myself. Even if I'm in a relationship, it doesn't matter. I always take time to spend time with me. That time is important for you to kind of recharge, to reconnect with yourself, to, get to know yourself, just a check in. So it's important to spend time alone. When I talk about dating, hey, honey, how are you? When I talk about guys, on the spot is back. First home tuber is back. Check out our channel. Check out our channel. I'll put the link down here. No pressure for anybody. If anyone wants to come up and ask questions or anything, guys, please excuse me. I am sick. I'm getting over. Well, I have a cold. I'm not getting over it. I've had it for one day, but I'm sick. I'm trying to get better. Anyway, so dating yourself is important. Again, this gives you time to reconnect. I've always traveled within the US. I will go like, to Chicago for a couple of days, or I will go to like, Arizona is a great place if you want to do relaxation, like spa like things. They have a lot of spa, and I used to work as a travel nurse there, so I know a few people. But you can go to Arizona. Also, California, different parts of California. I love San Francisco's food, so I will go to San Francisco. I would pick a place and just go for like a weekend. Miami is a good place to go, just to kind of get away real quickly, spend a little time, spend a little time. Yes, this is fun. This is very fun. You're welcome. Um, Miami is a place where you can get a little beach. We also have a lot of small islands here in the States near Florida that you can go to if you're not ready to actually leave the States. There are plenty of small islands you can go and have like a mini getaway just to get comfortable. So, first, I want to start with dating yourself and just how to warm up to going on a full solo trip. First thing is go out just to have coffee or tea or something like that. Go have dinner, go have appetizers. If you are trying to work on your social skills, sit at the bar. You don't have to drink, but sit at the bar. Someone will always engage with you if you are willing to engage. If you don't want to engage, get a table, bring a book, bring your iPad, but just know that you're kind of letting people know you don't want to be bothered. Bring a book, bring your iPad, and then you can preoccupy yourself that way. Um, you want to look comfortable with being alone, because if you're going to be traveling abroad, if you look very uncomfortable, you make yourself a target in a sense, because people know you're not comfortable and they're sensing that. Predators are going to prey, so they're looking for the weakness in whomever. So make sure you get comfortable with just being out with you, yourself, and you. Then I would say do some local traveling, do a day trip in your state. All states have like a place where tourists likes to go, so go explore. It's funny, we live in these places, but we never go to the tourist attractions. I live in Michigan. I've never been up north, and I heard it was beautiful up north. They have wine country, they have different things. I've never been there. However, You can try that just again to get comfortable, get used to being in a hotel by yourself, getting used to just being with yourself, and having conversations with people without telling too much. I never tell too much. I just talk. We can talk about anything. We could talk about the weather. I try to stay away from religion and politics, but any hot topics that may be happening or just the area or what made you travel, but I don't go too much in detail about myself or too much in detail about what I'm doing or me being alone or anything like that. So, those are some ways to kind of warm up to your traveling. Then when you talk about traveling abroad, one thing that I did is I did my research. It's so important to research. I actually traveled through Costco. Guys, Costco has the hookup. And I loved how safe they made me feel. So what I did is I looked at all of the locations and then I went individually and looked at the hotels or the resorts that were at the locations or that Costco was offering. I'm a hotel snob, so I usually like a 5 star. It's just me, I'm a hotel snob. But I looked at the hotels and I go do my research. I look at YouTube videos. I look at their experiences. I look at the um, reviews. I look at the best reviews and the worst reviews. The worst reviews, if there are things like, oh, we had to wait to get our room, I don't really worry about that because you usually get there early and the rooms really aren't ready until 3 or after 3 o'clock because that's when check in is. Um, or something maybe the food was mediocre or something like that. I don't really worry about those type of reviews. I worry about safety. Is there issue with safety or theft or location? Are you having problems in that area? That's what I'm looking for. So some things I don't bother to concern myself with when I'm looking for a hotel. I just want to make sure that it's clean and it is safe and that there's food there. That's what's important to me and how far it is from the airport. Although it doesn't matter, I just like to know. I also always tell my loved ones where I'm going to be. Um, I send them my itinerary. I send them all the information so they know when I'm going to be there, what flight I'm on, when my flight is landing, when I'm supposed to come back, what bus company transported me from the airport to the resort. I share that information with people so that they know if something happens to me, they can kind of track me. With Costco, they actually give you a person. So, like, as soon as I got off the bus, they have a sign, there are always signs out for people for transportation to take you to the hotel. There's a Costco representative there. There was an app that they downloaded on my phone, and they told me who my contact person was at the resort. And on the phone, on the app, I had the embassy and all the information that I needed if I needed help from someone. And they took me to the hotel. They told me if there's an issue, this is who you contact. And this was outside of the actual hotel. So these people aren't the hotel people. These are Costco employees or their travel agency employees. They had really good hotels to choose from. I didn't see any hotel where I was kind of like, I don't know if I will stay there. There's just certain amenities that I wanted. One thing that I wanted was a swim up because I was working on getting over my PTSD with swimming. And so I'm going to show you guys my room tour. I'm so excited about this. I actually did a vlog as my first vlog, and then I had to I never uploaded it because I didn't know what I was doing. This is when I was new. Hey Monique King. Listen, honey, you watched the unedited version. I didn't realize I uploaded the unedited version of that mask video. I had to take it down and reload it. But thank you for watching it. Thank you for commenting. I was like, oh, they got me coughing and everything. But let's watch the video. Okay, guys, I have to of the room tour. Show you this room. This is my entranceway. This is a sliding door. It slides like so. This, I don't know, we're exploring together. This is the shower. And then this is the, you know what that is. I don't have to tell you what that is. And then I'm trying to just This is the bathroom. You guys, this is so nice. That is the vanity area. That's me looking crazy. Hey y'all. I'm gonna do this with my camera. And then I think that's for adjoining suites. And then this is my closet. Look at this closet. And then this is the bar area with my coffee and stuff. And this is my room. And look what they did. They gave me a happy birthday. And then I have balloons. And then I have a sitting area. There's my TV. And then this, what I've been wanting my whole life, is my private pool area, bitch. This is where, oh my God, guys. I am so grateful to God for everything. 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 Okay, so that was my room tour. It was so nice. I enjoyed myself, and no one else swam out there. That pool went like around the whole back of the hotel. No one else came out. So I just had that whole area to myself. I would go out there in the morning, meditate, pray, read. I would FaceTime some of my friends so they can catch the sunrise with me. It was really nice. I enjoyed it. And I've been hooked on swim out since then. I'm like always like, I gotta have a swim out. I have to have a swim out. So that was the swim out room that they gave me. And then this is the birthday cake. I love casada cake. And they gave me a casada cake. So that was really nice. Okay, so as far as when I am at the resort, I socialize, I have a good time. Again, I have conversation, but I don't talk too much. I don't tell too much. I just enjoy myself, right? I enjoy the food. I talk about the food. I talk to the bartender. I talk to the servers. They did become very familiar with me. One young lady, whenever I would come down, but she knew I was vlogging. She would set the table up for me so that I can kind of be away from the crowd and I wouldn't intrude on anyone else's privacy. So, they get to know you. And I was trying to learn Spanish. So I would ask them to teach me certain things in Spanish. And so whenever they would see me again, they would test me. And that's just a way, again, to become friendly and to socialize and people recognize you and people see you without you giving too much of yourself, of your personal business. Like no one ever asked me if I was there by myself. And if they would have, I would have probably said, no, my friends are here, but they don't really, they're shy type deal, or they're not feeling well, they're up in their room, but no one asked. I went to a mixology class. I went to a, hey, Sienna Sunset, how are you? I went to a mixology class. I met some people there. I spoke to them while I was there. I went to a geisha show. I'm gonna show you guys the geisha show, just a little bit of it. I'm not gonna show you the whole thing. So yes, I went to the geisha show, and that was fun. I just did things. Afterwards, one of the guys saw me there, and he asked me what was I doing. I said I was celebrating my birthday. They set up a he set up a place for me to just kind of like hang out at the restaurant, and I tried new food, they sang happy birthday to me, and they gave me a chocolate cake with like little gold sprinkles on it. So really it's just about when you're traveling by yourself, the best thing I could say is be confident, be comfortable with yourself. That way you won't look awkward. You won't look like you're standing out. You look like you know what you're doing. Look like you're enjoying yourself. And then again, do your research. Research the hotel. Research the transportation company. I try to go with more well known. But like I said, I went through Costco, and Costco had all of that set up for me. So I just did that. I just researched that. As far as your hotel room, I always go in and I inspect the room. Like even that video I showed you guys, I looked at the room before I did the video just to make sure it was okay. But I always inspect my room. I always clean my room too. I have Lysol and I have Clorox wipes. I go through, I wipe everything down, I spray everything down, and I check the bed for bed bugs. But there are special locks. You can always lock your door, but there are special locks you can buy from Amazon. That's kind of like there's a door stopper you can put under your door. And then there's also one you can put in the handle of your door that can prevent anyone from coming in. So that's another safety measure that you can take. I haven't found it to be necessary, but it's definitely a safety measure you can take. There are stoppers, different noise alarms. So if someone tries to open your door, an alarm will go off. Check out Amazon for that. Um, what other safety tip can I have? Just I do still do excursions and things like that, but honestly, I say just be comfortable, be confident, show eye contact, have conversation, get cool with the people that are around you so that they know that people are looking out for you and watching you, and that kind of deters someone from trying to pursue you in a negative way. But I love solo travel. It's so much fun. Let me tell you, it's so peaceful. You don't have to worry about what someone wants to do or doesn't want to do. You don't have to fight about waking up early. If you want to get up early, you get up early. If you want to sleep in, you can sleep in. If you want to do an excursion, you can. If you don't have to. It's so much fun. You get to enjoy your food, you get to enjoy your space. I will always recommend dating yourself because I feel like it's healthy, but I also highly recommend self-travel. And I know we're made to be afraid. Just be cautious, but you can do it and you don't have to worry about someone just like really trying to hurt you. Just be careful and be cautious, I would say. But I enjoyed traveling. You guys have any questions? Does anyone have any questions about solo trip? Miss C is not here. Excuse me. So I don't know if I answered all of her questions. She was the motivation for this video. But I'm going to show you guys a little water because we all need a little sunshine unless you live in a sunshine state. So take a look here. This was the dining area, the outdoor dining area, and that was my view every night. I thought that was so beautiful. I went there right before it was time for I went right there before I'm sorry, went there right before hurricane season. So it's a little stormy looking there. But it's so beautiful. I enjoyed it, and you can just hear the waves crashing. You can smell the salt water from the ocean. It's just so beautiful. And then this was kind of like the walkthrough of the hotel in the front. I stayed at the Hyatt in Playa del Carmen, Mexico, and it was near their main street there, like their big tourist street. And I was there. If you do go and there's like local if you can get a local guide, do your research on the guides. And you can get someone that speaks the language and knows the area that can help guide you around if you really do want to be of interest. I'm not against it. I picked a hotel or resort that had everything that I wanted there. But if you do want to get off the resort and kind of show yourself go around, research guides that can help you. And a lot of the travel bloggers here on YouTube have those people and they make suggestions for wherever you're going. You can find a lot of information on YouTube. Just Google whatever place you're trying to go. and you'll find someone that'll give you a lot of information about Airbnbs and things like that. I'm not an Airbnb girl. I'm going on vacation. I'm not cooking. I'm not grocery shopping. I'm not doing any of that. I am on vacation. I do that on my everyday life. I need to relax my mind. So I won't do anything like that. Um, my favorite destination so far is Jamaica, but Jamaica with Mexico being a close second. But I still have so many places to go on my bucket list. So we'll see. I really want to go um, to Greece. Um, I can't wait to see their oceans. I'm sure it's absolutely beautiful. So I'm looking forward to that. Thank you for the question, honey. Thank you. It was amazing seeing. I really enjoyed myself. This was a nice, peaceful trip, and I only did 3 nights. I wish I had stayed longer. So my next one will be a lot longer. And then when I went to Jamaica, I went for a wedding, so I went with people, but I still have my own room. Do you guys have to have your own room when you travel? Is it just me that needs a single room when you go on vacation, or can you bunk with someone? I'm a single room girl myself. You let me know. Whew. Okay, I'm not gonna be before you guys long because me don't feel well. I do appreciate y'all coming out and showing me some love. I hope I answered Miss C's question. Um, on Rome, 100%. It's the best. It's the best. I need my own room. Yes. Like long gone are those days where we used to all pile up. I'll share a room with my best friend, but that's about the extent of it. And that's because we've known each other since kids, so we know each other well, but I love having my own space. I'm more of a we can have adjoining rooms. I'm okay with that, or rooms next door to one another. Or if it's a room where um it's a hotel room that has several single rooms, but you have a common area, I can do that. I don't do Airbnbs though. Like I said, I'm not doing that. I'm not interested. I work too hard. I want to be pampered. Vacation is purely about relaxation and pampering for me. I understand there's a financial aspect to it and that you can save money by doing Airbnb and by getting your own food. But I'm on vacation and I don't want to, I'm a single woman. I do a lot for myself as is. So, yes, I appreciate you guys stopping by and joining me. Thank you so much. I appreciate the love. Anything else y'all want to talk about before I log off? Any other questions you may have about solo traveling? And if you watched my mask video before I took it down, I had to reload it because there was the unedited version and I'm coughing and everything else. And I'm so sorry that you had to witness me coughing and wiping my nose and belching and all the things. Please excuse me. I'm sorry. I apologize. I reloaded it. Thank you, love. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. Okay. Well, I'm going to call it. I think I'll be back Sunday. I will do a mass video and then I'll be back Sunday. I don't know if we're going to be live or not. I'll let you guys know. Please turn on your notifications. I haven't seen I know our notifications haven't been doing too good. So please turn on your notifications so that you know when I am uploading a video and then I'll be back. I have another Alex and I are supposed to do another collaboration. He picked a really good topic, guys, so I can't wait. But I need to iron out when we're going to do this live before I speak on it. But it's a really good topic. Also, ladies, what should we ask the gentlemen? What do you want the men to talk about? Tell me something you want the guys to talk about that I should inquire about or have a men's panel about. And if there's a panel that you want to be on or something you want the ladies to talk about, what is that? Please make sure you put that in the chat also. Thank you, love. Thank you. I overextended myself last week. I did way too much, and now I'm paying the cost. Yesterday I had chills and everything, but I feel better today. I'm just like congested. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are so sweet. Okay. Well, if you think of anything you want to chat about, leave it in the comment on my community tab in the comment section, or on this video, leave it in the comment section. And Miss C, I hope I answered your questions. Let me know. If not, we can do another video and I can do more. To you, rest of you guys, to everyone, I want to say, please don't forget to love yourself for who you are. Y'all take care. Good night. Thank you, love. Thank you. Y'all take care. Good night. Hugs and kisses. All right. Bye.